Hi, welcome back. Hopefully you just finished reading my latest blog post entitled Confessions About Me. In it, I answer 20 random questions that I found online, and this was just to give my readers a little insight into who I am and a little bit about my life. So for this video, I wanted to do 10 additional questions that are not in the blog post. So let's get started. Question number 1 is, when was the last time you cried? So I am not much of a crier, and I can get emotional when I'm watching, touching commercials or movies, but when it comes to legit tears coming down, it's probably been a good year, a little over a year, I think. The last time I actually cried was in 2017. My oldest son got married, and so I definitely cried that day. And they weren't sad tears. I mean, I was very happy. I love my daughter-in-law. She's great. It was just an emotional day, and it was my first son. So what's the first thing you notice about people? I would say when it comes to physical appearance, the first thing that I typically notice about people is their teeth. That's just kind of a hard thing to not notice. Question number 3. What is the least favorite thing about yourself? I would say the least favorite thing about myself is being impatient. I have always been impatient. It's very hard for me to wait. I don't like waiting. So I definitely struggle with the instant gratification. I know all about it. Don't like saying no to myself. So yeah, not a good thing. Question number 4, funniest moment throughout school. So this was more embarrassing for me, probably funny for the people that witnessed it. But I was in high school. I was a freshman, so I was 14, and it was winter time. And my mom had asked my dad to take us to the store to buy us some snow boots. And I didn't really want snow boots because at that time snow boots were not fashionable like they are now. And so when we were at the store, I convinced my dad to buy me some other kind of boots that were more stylish, but definitely not made for being in the snow. And so the following day I walked to school, which was normal. And I got to school, got in the building, I walked in, and the hallway that I walked into was full of seniors because the first floor, there was a few hallways in the first floor that was just for seniors. And so I walked in, and because it was winter and there was snow outside and everything, the floor was definitely very slippery. And so me and my stylish boots fell, and it was feet in the air, butt on the floor, in front of all of these seniors. They all just started laughing. I was so mortified, and I'm picking up all my stuff from the floor, and I'm trying to get up and walk without tripping again. So I definitely was able to manage not falling again, but that was very embarrassing. Favorite memory from childhood. So this is kind of around Christmas. I don't remember how old I was, but I liked to play with Barbies. I wasn't much of a doll player. I didn't play with dolls a whole lot, but I liked Barbies, and I had asked for a Barbie McDonald's for Christmas. And I was one of those kids that could not sleep on Christmas Eve. We opened gifts on Christmas Day, and we had to wait for our parents to be awake, and so it was so torturous to not be able to sleep, be, excited all night, and then have to wait for my parents to wake up on Christmas Day. But I got the Barbie McDonald's. I was super happy, and I played with it for hours. Tell us one of your bad habits. So one of my very bad habits is I'm really bad about throwing a bunch of stuff on my bed. So probably at any point, that you walk into my bedroom, I probably have clothes on my bed. I probably have clean clothes on my bed, or I have some, you know, clothes that maybe I wore earlier that day that I threw over my bed. There have been times where I like literally have had like half of my bed has just got a bunch of stuff on it. So I've been trying to get a lot better about not doing that and putting stuff away and stuff like that. So I think right now I might actually not have anything on my bed right now. So I am getting a lot better with it, but I'm always throwing stuff on my bed. And sometimes, even though today I might not have anything on there, I was putting stuff away, but normally there's something on my bed. 3 things that upset you. So probably one of the things that upsets me, that probably upsets most people, is being lied to. No one likes to be lied to. So that definitely would be something that would upset me. I would much rather be hurt by the truth than lied to. I think another thing that upsets me is being blamed for something that I didn't do. As an adult, I probably at times have experienced this in the workplace, where, you know, somebody might try to like insinuate that you had something to do with something, or you didn't provide something, or, you know, they kind of, you know, try to throw you under the bus a little. And yeah, that upsets me, because I am definitely the kind of person that will, you know, recognize my fault. I'll be the first person to say, you know, oh, I missed this, you know, and apologize. But when someone tries to insinuate something that I know I didn't do, yeah, not fan of that. The third thing would probably be if someone, you know, mistreated my kids. Even though, you know, my kids are adults, it's still something that bothers me. My daughter is 18 and she works at Kohl's. And, you know, sometimes she'll come back with stories of some of the things that people say to her because they're upset about something. And, you know, she always tells me they're always women and they're around your age and they just come. I mean, she's been like called names and things like that for things that have absolutely nothing to do with her. Like, it's things that are completely out of her control. And yeah, those are things that really upset me, because you know, it's unnecessary and people shouldn't be treated that way. So next question, what's your talent? My talent is singing. I come from a very musical family. My parents sang. I'm pretty sure my dad played the guitar. I played an instrument. My brother and my sister played instruments, and they all sing too. My brother was in a band, so just come from a very musical family. I sang in a choir in elementary school and junior high, and for a couple of weeks in high school, and sang at church. I've been on a couple of CDs that the church that I was attending at the time put out. So yeah, that's my talent. One word that describes you. I would say probably the one word that would describe me would probably be happy. And I say that because when anybody ever, you know, tells me something that sticks out to them about me, or even in the workplace when I've had reviews and things, those are like some of the things that kind of come up, like that I always have a good attitude, that I'm always cheerful, that you know, I'm very positive. And so I'm just naturally that way. I'm very positive, you know, glasses always half full, always try to see the silver lining and things. And it's not something that I have to like manufacture to be that way. I'm just naturally that way. I'm typically smiling, and I'm a very serious person, but when I'm interacting with people, you know, that's just how I am. And so, that's what I would say would be happy. This is the last question. Are you left-handed or right-handed? So I am right-handed, but when I was in elementary school, we had a couple of kids in our class that were left-handed, and I thought being left-handed was so cool because it was so different, and so I wanted to be left-handed too. So I started practicing writing with my left hand and was actually able to write with my left hand, and it was legible. And so I haven't actually tried in a really long time, but I'm pretty sure I could probably write with my left hand, and you would be able to read it. Although I've never tried to cut paper with my left hand with scissors. But yeah, so those are my 10 questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to read more about me and the other 20 questions that I answered in my blog, please go to NoriNaConfessions.com, and I will see you next week when I will be writing about having confidence. See ya. Bye.